Here's another question about multiplicities. So they have a graph p of x, or function p of x, is equal to, and it's in factored form already, so x minus 3 to the fourth, x plus 1 to the third. So you could write that out as x minus 3, 4 of those, and then 3 of the x plus 1s. Okay, now if you have a multiplicity of 4, so this one, if you were to make it a 0, make this equal to 0, and then x minus 3 equals 0, so x is equal to 3, that would be the 0 for that. And if you have the 4 of those, so if you have 4x equals 3, then you'd say the 0 is 3 with a multiplicity of 4. And we also have a 0 of negative 1 that has a multiplicity of 3. If the multiplicity is even, then it just touches the graph at that point. If the multiplicity is odd, like 3, it would come down and sort of bend at that particular point. So if I were drawing a graph of this, I have x equals a positive 3 right there. Something funky happens, and at a negative 1, something happens. So, and I guess you can just look at it. They say, does the graph cross at that point? Well, yes, x equals 3, and this point 3, 0 right here, it is an x-intercept, but because the multiplicity is 4, the graph would just come down and touch at that point. Let me show you. Whoops. It would just come down and touch at that point and bounce back the other way. Or it could come from the bottom and come down and touch and then go back the other way. But it would not go through like this. That's only if the multiplicity is odd. If it's even multiplicity, like 4, it would come up and touch and go back down. Down, touch, and come back. Now, we could actually see what this one looks like. We'll do this in the next section, but if I look at the exponents, 4 plus 3, that'd be 7. So this one is like an x to the 7th graph. It's positive at the front, so it starts low, does some bouncing, and ends high. So if I was wanting to draw this, I could come up this way. Negative 1 has a multiplicity of 3. So it's going to come up and bend and go through, and then come up here. And then when it comes back down to positive 3, since it has a multiplicity of 4, it's going to come down and touch there and go back the other way. If you have a graphing calculator, feel free to take and plug this thing in right there. Not the negative sign, but plug that in, and you should get a graph that sort of looks like that. Okay, hopefully that helps.